This is the story of How the World Was Created, Panayan version. One of the story about the creation of the world, which the old folks of Panay, especially those living near the mountain, do not tire relating, tell us that in the beginning there was no heaven, earth, only a bottomless deep and the world of mist. Everything was shapeless and formless. Then from the depth of the formless void there appeared two gods. Just where the two deities came from it was not known. However, it is related that Tungkong Langit fell in love with Alunsina, and after so many years of courtship, they got married and had their adobe in the highest realm of eternal space. There were the water constantly warm and the breeze was forever cool. Tungkong Langit was an industrious, loving, and kind god whose chief concern was how to impose order over the whole confused setup of things. He assumed responsibility for the regular cosmic movement. On the other hand, Alunsina was a lazy, jealous, and selfish goddess whose only work was to sit by the window of their heavenly home and amuse herself with her pointless thought. One day, Tungkong Langit told his wife that he would be away from home for some time to put an end to chaotic disturbance in the flow of time in the position of things. The jealous Alunsina, however, sent the sea breeze to spy on Tungkong Langit. This made the latter very angry upon Immediately after his return from the trip, he called this act to her attention, saying that it was ungodly of her to be jealous, there being no other creature living in the world except of the two of them. This reproach was resented by Alunsina and quarrel between them followed. Tungkong Langit lost his temper. In this rage, he divested his wife of powers and drove her away. No one knew where Alunsina went, she merely disappeared. Several days after Alunsina left, however, Tungkong Langit felt very lonely. He realized what he had done. Somehow, it was too late to be sorry about the whole matter. The whole place, one vibrant with Alunsina's sweet voice, suddenly became cold and desolate. In the morning when he woke up, he would find himself alone, and in the afternoon when he came home, he would feel the same loneliness creeping deep in his heart because there was no one to meet him at the doorstep or soothe the aching muscles of his arms. 4 months, Tungkong Langit lived in utter desolation. He could not find Alunsina, try hard as he would, and so in his desperation, he decided to do something in order to forget his sorrows. For months and months, he thought his mind seemed pointless, his heart weary and sick, but he must have to do something about his loneliness. One day, while he was sailing across the regions of the clouds, a thought came to him. He would make a big basin of water below the sky so that he can see the image of his wife. If she were just somewhere in the regions above, and lo, the sea appeared. However, Alunsina never see. After a long time, the somber sight of the lonely sea irritated Tungkong Langit, so he came down to the middle world and created the land. Then he planted this with grasses, trees, and flowers. He took his wife, treasured jewels, and scattered them in the sky, hoping that when Alunsina would see them, she might be induced to return home. The goddess necklace became the stars, her comb the moon, and her crown the sun. However, despite all this, Alunsina did not come back. And up to this time, the folks in Panay say that Tungkong Langit is alone in his palace in the sky. Sometimes, he would cry out of his pent-up emotions and his tears would fall down upon the earth. The people say that rain is Tungkong Langit's tears, and that is why in some localities in the island of Panay, the first rain in May is received with much rejoicing and sacrifice. Incidentally, when it thunders hard, the old folks also say that it is Tungkong Langit sobbing, called for his beloved Alunsina to come back, and beating her so hard that his bystanders across the fields and countryside.